Must show peace commitment. Macron calls on Putin for 30-day Ukraine ceasefire. French President Emmanuel Macron discussed the Russia-Ukraine war with leaders of the US, UK, Germany, and Italy on Sunday, pressing Moscow to show peace commitment by accepting the 30-day ceasefire proposal. The Kremlin has delayed accepting the 30-day unconditional ceasefire proposed by US President Donald Trump and supported by Ukraine and Europe, instead signaling a preference for terms more favorable to Russia. Tomorrow, President Putin must show he wants peace by accepting the 30-day unconditional ceasefire proposed by President Trump and backed by Ukraine and Europe, French President Emmanuel Macron said on X after the Sunday call with EU leaders. I spoke tonight with POTUS, Keir_Starmer, Bundeskanzler, and Giorgia Meloni after our talks in Kyiv and Tirana. Tomorrow, President Putin must show he wants peace by accepting the 30-day unconditional ceasefire proposed by President Trump and backed by Ukraine and Europe. Emmanuel Macron May 18, 2025. EU leaders, including Macron, UK PM Keir Starmer and Italy's PM Giorgia Meloni, also discussed the use of sanctions if Russia fails to engage seriously in ceasefire and peace talks. The development comes ahead of US President Donald Trump's planned call with Russia's President Vladimir Putin on Monday, aimed at discussing the need for an unconditional ceasefire in the three-year-long war. Trump is also expected to speak with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and various members of the NATO alliance. Meanwhile, Ukrainian and Russian officials met face to face on Friday for the first time in over 3 years, with Turkey acting as mediator. Swipe left for next video. Although both sides agreed to exchange 1,000 prisoners in the near future, hopes for meaningful progress were limited. Russian President Vladimir Putin skipped the talks, sending a lower-level delegation and refusing to endorse the proposed ceasefire. During the meeting in Istanbul, the Russian side reiterated sweeping demands, including recognition of its control over 5 Ukrainian regions. Latest blogs.